Step 10 is daily accountability. Um, for me, as I was going through this process, creating these videos, I came to the realization that I have not done very well in this specific step. And this step and kind of the next couple steps, they're all about maintaining your abstinence and really moving forward with a renewed and new life. And this one I have failed at, and I just wanted to share some thoughts about that. Before I started learning about the recovery process and try to figure stuff out on my own and kind of tinkered with some of the steps, instead of going to pornography and my addiction, I filled my life with other things. I would exercise, I would watch TV or movies, or I would eat, I would do things that got me away from my addiction, but at the end of the day, they weren't healthy things. I found myself continuing to relapsing, and I actually found that I developed an addiction to media, to TV, and to entertainment, and to sports, and different things that wasn't healthy. I still hadn't learned how to deal with my past. I hadn't learned how to truly give my will up to God and truly go through the process. What I've done off and on over the last several years is every day I would evaluate. I would actually do it the next day. I would wake up in the morning and I would evaluate the day before. And I would look at myself and I would say, okay, how did I deal with my emotions? Spirituality, my physicality, was I taking care of myself? Like, was I truly being well-rounded? And if I felt like I did the best that I could in that one specific day, not comparing it to other days, but just that day, did I do the best that I could with that day? Knowing that certain situations might not allow me to do certain things, but did I do the best I could? I'd put an X on my calendar and for that day, and then the next day I'd do the same thing of the previous day. And it was really neat because I was able to see how well I was doing in just being a well-rounded, healthy individual. And it was fun to see the days where I would relapse and maybe not do that well, and I could look at those, and I kind of found some trends where I would be good for something between 6 and 10 days, and almost always between 6 and 10 days I would have 1 or 2 days in a row where I just didn't do well, and it just kept repeating itself. And it was neat because I was able to go and try to really dive in and figure out what I was doing wrong. And as I'm going through these steps and creating these videos, I want to start doing that again in my life. I want to start making those X's in my calendar and just doing that daily evaluation of how am I really doing? Am I really truly expressing my emotions in healthy and good ways? Am I going to any sort of addictive behavior? And if I am, what is leading me to that addictive behavior? Am I truly seeking spirituality and trying to connect with God and being grateful for all that He's done for me? And then the next couple steps we'll talk about next, but am I doing those things as well? I'm just grateful for this step. I'm grateful that I'm creating these videos so that I can do these steps in my life, because it truly is a lifelong journey. And it truly is living a new life and continuing on that pathway to becoming a new person.